Mark, I'll start off with a weather question, given it's chucking it down with snow outside. These type of conditions, are they ones that you always quite enjoyed playing in, the freezing cold, the snow?
Not particularly. It's just a mission there, clearing the pitch and for the 3G for training. So it's just making sure that we get everybody in safely, really. My Jag this morning was a bit worried whether that was going to get in this morning. It was really heavy, loads of massive snowflakes. So yeah, it was a journey for sure.
It's not overly cold today, but I want to get a temperature question with you. What do you remember? What some of the coldest conditions you've played in before? Any particular memories that come to mind?
Not really. No, I think once you're out on the pitch, and the blood's flowing, and it's. Didn't mind playing in the cold, you know what I mean? It's not great organising, setting up the pitches for training, but actually getting out on the pitch and running about, at least you're guaranteed everyone's running about if it's cold to get warm. So it used to be cold going up north back in the day, and I'm sure it'd be colder up at York than it will be here.
I'm sure it will be. But housekeeping to get out of the way first. You and I, after the game, discussed the Jake Warnell situation with the red card, and you made it very clear you were going to appeal and you felt it was the wrong decision. That obviously has been rejected. Can I get your initial thoughts on that situation and what's happened so far this week?
It doesn't surprise me that it was rejected. Apparently the footage that we provided wasn't clear enough. So the linesman can see from 70 yards away that it's a stamp, but the panel can't see that clearly on the footage that there is no stamp. I mean, I can see there isn't a stamp. Jake just tries to release his leg. The lad's got hold of his leg, he clearly tries to release it. Not one of the Halifax players appeals, not one. And they're five yards away. And that's always the biggest clue, is that they appeal, not one person appealed. And so yeah, we've gone on a linesman 70 yards away. I can see from the footage it's there's no stamp, but the FA can't, so obviously that's...
Is the added frustration there that this is now a 4-game ban for Jake in quite a crucial period with 3 big games in the space of a week?
Of course, can't do anything about it. So it's 4 games, we know that. He misses, the FA trophy counts as one. But we've got obviously Morgan Williams coming back in. So we've got Don Bernard as well. So we're covered.
Yeah, we might as well go through the team now in terms of fitness and suspensions. Charlie comes back into the fold as well as Morgan. How good is it to have them available for this weekend?
Yeah, you want as many good players that have got experience of doing well at the level. You want as many of those available as you can. So, losing Jake, it's good that we've got Morgs coming back in there, and Charlie comes in, gives us a bit of competition in the middle.
Finn Cousin-Dawson has really impressed since coming into the fold. How impressed have you been that he's just gelled straight into that back line and produced, the weekend a man of the match performance?
I'm not massive on keep talking about individuals, because you just set people up for a fall, and if he doesn't play well on Saturday, it's like, well, why are we... All the players are playing really well. Finn's had a difficult start, he's come to a new part of the country, a different way of doing things, and it takes... Listen, the way football is, you're expected to come in, hit the ground running, and play in a new environment and be a 10 out of 10. If not, people want to know what's wrong. So sometimes it takes time. I've explained that before. So Finn's started to find his feet, and the way that we train, the way that we play, he knows exactly what he has to do in that back line, and full credit to him. But all of the players, all of them, are doing really well.
In terms of the injury list, Matt Worthington's obviously been one of the headline ones missing for the last few weeks given his ankle injury, but he was getting warm on the pitch before the game at the weekend. You said he's back in training. How far away are we from seeing him in and around that starting 11?
Yeah, he's back in today, I think, with the group, and we'll see how he goes.
And away from that, any more who may or may not be available for Saturday?
No.
So actually fully fit squad nearly fully fit squad for once.
Caleb Hughes picked up a hamstring injury last week, so he won't feature for a while.
Let's talk about York then. They've obviously had a very impressive start to the season, away from the Forest Green loss at the weekend. Before that, really good run of form. What have you made of them so far this season?
good team, very well coached. The staff, Adam and staff, you can tell that they've been left to get on with just coaching the team, and they've put their own stamp on it. They've brought their own players in that they know how they work. They have a way of play. They want the ball. They want the ball all of the time, and they're really good. I really enjoyed watching them. So we're expecting exactly like we do. We want the ball. So hopefully it's a really good game of football.
I was going to say, it almost seems like a polar opposite to what was the weekend, where actually Halifax set up with a really strong defensive unit and looked to hit on the counter. This could be quite an end-to-end game for anyone who makes the decision to go up north.
Yeah, hopefully. We don't want it end-to-end. We want it in one end. But there's two parts to football. You have to be really good when you haven't got the ball, and you have to be really good when you do have the ball. So, yeah, it's got the makings of a good game.
You're heading into quite a busy week now. Obviously, you've got the York game this weekend, then you've got Barnet midweek, and then Woking away. Do you think we'll see much rotation over the course of that week, and how good is it to actually have almost a fully fit squad available for this period?
Yeah, we have to deal with two really tough games in, Saturday, Wednesday. Two of the top three teams, I believe. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We will, of course. If you've got enough good players, it makes sense to use them. And there'll be some players that play on Saturday that won't play on Wednesday, and I think that'll be the same up and down the country.
And obviously the Somerset Cup game was called off in the week. Was that frustrating for you, because it may have given some game time to players who weren't around, or actually a bit of a relief to rest up the legs for the weekend?
No, I'm pleased, because it would have ruined the pitch. We've now got more games on the pitch now with the youth team playing in the Floodlit League, and the pitch was underwater the other night. And if we'd have played on it, it would have ruined the pitch for the rest of the season, I believe. So we managed to get a really good training session in on Tuesday, sort of late afternoon, in preparation for a tough game. And
a quick word on the FA Trophy. Obviously, Weymouth being the opposition in the first weekend of December. What does it mean to you as a competition, and what do you think it would be like when Weymouth come to Hewish Park? I know a lot of fans are excited about it.
Local derby, isn't it? It's one everyone will look forward to in the local area. What it does do, it puts a real edge on the game. Makes it a real proper game now with a big crowd, and one that we'll look forward to.
Well, good luck for York this weekend.
Thank you very much.